What up, Greater Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Julian.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
After their tough loss to Mater Dei last week, St. John Bosco looking to get back on track against Santa Margarita.
It never gets easier in the Trinity League. They're facing another top 25 team in the country in the Eagles, another top 10 CIF team, obviously, but they've got our guy, DJ Unguialele, the sophomore super stud, ready to come out and make a statement here trying to get his first win.
Braves celebrating senior night. Jaiden Woodbey, man, that guy's done a lot for St. John Bosco.
It's always nice to have an All-American for sure, but it was Santa Margarita that looked like they had the All-Americans on offense to start the game.
Yeah, the Eagles were flying high early. A tight end screen right here, and Santa Margarita 7-0. They drove on that first drive, and then the second drive, Josiah Norwood, he's going to run here for about 20 yards, and that's going to set up a touchdown run. 14-0 Santa Margarita, maybe a Mater Dei hangover?
I don't think that's what anybody expected to see. Certainly Bosco has had the run of the Trinity League for much of the last 6 or 7 years, but obviously the Braves not going to go quietly as DJ starts matriculating the ball down the field.
Yeah, DJ right here to Chris Hudson for 15 yards and the touchdown. Bosco down 14-7, so here comes those Braves. After a Santa Margarita fumble, he's savage. Ooh, that spin move right there. Rolling it up at 14 just like that.
Didn't they tell you he was Keith Savage, Julian?
They did.
Not unexpected at all for the super sophomore.
But the struggles of the red zone. Bosco 0 for 3 inside the red zone. Couldn't get points, and that's been a little bit of a struggle all year. But they do get the safety.
Obviously, a safety will offset any kind of red zone woes you have. It doesn't matter if we leave the ball on the 1 if we're going to just get 2 points and the ball back. They do finish off that next drive as Nathaniel Jones goes in from 3 yards out to tie the game up.
And then this man coming up, he doesn't need an introduction. He was the famous.
My guy, Wavy Dove, Wyatt Davis, All-American National Player of the Year last year, home from the bye week for Ohio State. Good to see him on the sidelines as always. And him being in the video seemed to wake up the Bosco offense even more as Unguialele hits Hudson, who is going to give you an instant replay right now.
Yeah. He's like, I was wide open. I just kept a smile on my face. But next drive, Unguialele is going to fumble it, and Santa Margarita is going to return it for 50 yards, and they're in the red zone.
I like the guy over on the right side of the shot there who's trying to wave him in. Didn't quite work as the Bosco defense did tackle them inside the 20, but CIFUENTES, the backup quarterback with a 5-yard touchdown run, is going to get the Eagles moving once again.
Yeah, and Santa Margarita just slowly coming back on a third down play here. Norwood's going to find his running back for 79 yards, and this is where the great American earthquake drill hit my camera. I'm sorry.
This is the great shakeout, earthquake preparedness, serious subject, and we appreciate Julian doing his best to spread awareness. Chad Magyar going to take this one in from 1 yard out, and the Eagles were rolling. Bosco really needed to dig its feet in, and that's exactly what DJ is going to do here. They're trying to get the ball down the field on a screen pass.
But they're going to have to punt, and George Halani wasn't even supposed to play today with a bad ankle. Look at this beautiful punt down inside the 5. I love me a good punt.
Kids got offers from a ton of Pac-12 schools as a running back, but they might want to think about him as a punter. Puts Santa Margarita inside the 5, and that ends up being a huge play because on the desperation throw, Jaiden Woodbey, the All-American, if you're going to pick it, you got to six it. And that's exactly what Sixer does as he takes that in for the Braves. That was a huge play, and that is his second pick 6 when it's been sorely needed. He had one on this same field against Chaminade earlier this year.
But the game isn't over. Santa Margarita is going to drive all of this with no timeouts, and they're going to get a touchdown with 19 seconds left, down 2 points. So you know what they're going to have to do? The good old-fashioned onside kick.
Dial up the hands team. Fortunately, Stefan Blaylock there to put the game away for the Braves, and they're going to hang on and win this one 40-38. So a little bit nervy for Bosco fans, but they do come away with the win.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Papalucci's, one of the best places to eat on 2nd Street. Bosco, Servite, next week, Cerritos College. We'll have your coverage right here at Press Telegram.